Hi everyone, welcome on in. How you doing? Hi. Hi Mia, hi Willow, hi Rose, hi Snowy, hi Lay, hi Synth, hi Orchid, hi Froggy, hi Moth, Ryder, Lulu, Dimo, anyone else? LZ. Hi. How we all doing? Ah! Rose, thank you for the second month of subscribing. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hashtag we love Char and then a bunch of hearts. Right. Hey. How we all doing?
Pat.
And thank you for the head pats. Hold on, let me grab the meme and put it over here. There we go. Hi. That gets to go in the corner. So funny thing about this, LZ, I was watching your stream last night, and I was getting so tired, but you referenced the above thing, and this idea popped in my head, and I was gonna make it right then and there, but then I went to open my posing software, and my computer froze, like it likes to do sometimes. And I was like, okay, this is a sign I should go to bed.
Pat.
Now it needs to be animated. I thought about that. LZ, what do you think about maybe you and I do a voiceover for this? Or I could honestly just take your audio from your clip. But we could do a voiceover of it and make it a short. That'd be kind of funny. You'd be down? Yay. I got the layers and everything too, so we can like easily animate it and such. You or up rather, you'd be up, yeah. Hi Leighton. How you doing? More ideas given. Yeah, you're good at ideas. Is that also when my OBS broke? My OBS broke for unrelated reasons. About to go on your walk? I hope you have a good walk. Yesterday I was like, okay, it's about time I update my computer. because when you're on Arch Linux, you decide when you want to update things. And I don't know what I'm doing, so I just press the update everything button and watch the funny command line stuff happen. But every time I tried to do that recently, a certain component of my weird jank ass OBS install got stuck with another component that the command wanted to install. And so it would error out and not install anything. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this part of OBS out and install it after I update everything else. Because it's the only thing I know how to do to fix it. And then I forgot to put that part of OBS back in, so OBS wouldn't boot up this morning. So whoopsie. But it's okay, I just installed that part again, and then watched something else break on my computer. Because again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just on Linux because I hate Windows. And then yeah, I'll have to figure that out. That broke it because my application launcher, the start button, broke for some reason. I don't know how that's related. Linux moment. Definitely a scuff. I'm thinking about switching to a different Linux distro because I don't know if I'm I don't know if Arch is for me really. I might want to go on like a Debian based thing that's more like that has like scheduled releases and such. Need to see if you can borrow an old laptop and put Linux on it. Yeah, that's a great way to try out Linux. Thank you for the break. Hi Amelia, how you doing? Ow, another break. Got plenty of Linux goobers in chat. So if you want help troubleshooting, you know where to find us. This is true. I usually ask Copy Girl for help. She's usually down to help. But you know, things keep breaking and we don't know how to fix it on my computer. And I just like, at this point, I'm starting to wonder if there's like a better distro I can use at some point. Every day you don't understand Linux and you're too afraid to ask what it means. It's very simple. You know how there's Windows, Microsoft Windows, and then there's whatever the fuck Apple does, Mac OS, Macintosh, whatever the fuck. And then you got your third option, which is the open source option. And of course, that's infinitely complex because everybody forks their own idea of the project. Forking means they just copy one project and then build it in their own way. So there's like a million different versions of Linux. Different flavors and such. Right now I'm on Arch Linux, which is a really popular one as of late. But it's also one that has a rolling release style. So instead of like, you know how Windows is like Windows 8, they skipped 9, and then they went to Windows 10, Windows 11. Some Linux distros do that, but not Arch Linux. Arch Linux is like, you can update each individual component of your OS and your software on its own. And that's the part that confuses me because I have no idea what I'm updating. I'm just typing in the command to update everything on the terminal, and then it's like, okay, hopefully that is good for me, maybe. 9 is a good number. They were dumbasses. True. I need to open my window more. It's kind of warm in here. I can't wait until I don't have to deal with this broken window. Actually, you should not be updating individual components. All packages should be updated in lockstep. See, I don't know what that means. But I mean, I gather I'm supposed to update it all at once. Which is good, because that's what I do. Until it breaks. And then I had to, like, rip something out, put it back in later. Like what happened with OBS. Also, hi, Copy. That's the thing, like, it takes a lot of time to go through each individual component, so it feels like it encourages you to just know less about what you're installing. I doubt you really know less than what you already would on Windows, but yeah. Well, and there's different package managers too, and like, on Arch Linux, I'm installing from the main Arch Linux repository for like most of the OS components, and then there's my individual softwares, which can be updated separately, especially if you have them in Flatpak. You're almost not gonna follow this, but yeah, that's mostly what I mean. Yeah, but do you know what updog is? Wait, what are we talking? It's whose smell? It smells like updog in here. It's LZ's smell. Don't be rude. Yeah, LZ is the updog. Not much. What's up with you? Yeah, you get it. You don't smell, but you smell like updog. But yeah, no. Main thing I was talking about, like when I was on Ubuntu, I feel like it broke less. But I don't know. I also didn't stream from it and like have as much going on. Don't let the haters tell you otherwise. What about my redeems? What's up, bros? Hey. You think the most confusing part about switching to Linux from Windows is not being clear on where things come from? On Windows, you gotta go to a website, download a file, and it works. Installing things on Linux feels like doing arcane magic and some... Yeah. I've mostly got my head around where, how that all works, but it does feel a little more mysterious when you're not just, like, you're referencing things on a website, but you're not actually, like, clicking a download button there and installing. It's kind of funny. I'm not a bobblehead. I'm a chibi. Right. Right. I feel like the tilt is a little different than it was. It's kind of weird. I feel like I'll run into small issues in every Linux distro. The trick is to pick the one with the fewest, least annoying issues, where the workaround is easy and you have a cute slime helping you out with stuff. This is true. I just feel bad bugging you about it all the time. Or I guess it's really the fact that I grew up learning I should be self-efficient and know what I'm doing all the time, and relying on others exclusively for something that's so important for me to know how to make work. It's kind of scary and a little bit going against what I learned growing up. But I do know the people in my life are a valuable resource that I want to be able to lean on. So maybe I'll continue doing that. That's a fair point, Copy. Also, thank you for the tea sip. Oh, you redeemed compliment for Cricket Whistle? I did not see that at all, thank you. It's not even showing in the, in Firebot. That's strange. Are you sure it went through? Let me scroll up. Yeah, you saw it? Okay. Cricket Whistle. Hi. You're really cool. I've enjoyed your presence in my community. Also, you have a great fashion sense. And, you're very pretty, and I appreciate you being around. Thank you for being here. Here we go. Okay, so, I don't know what I'm doing today, actually. What should we do, chat? My brain is stuck on the fact that I've almost finished that plushie we were working on. But, today really should be my 3.0 day. So, which do you want to see? I'll let you decide. Lay already wants to see 3.0, so that's... Yeah, 3.0 has not happened yet this week, so... That is what I should be doing. You can do whatever you like, but your preference is 3.0. No, it 3.0, 3.0, okay. That's fair. You have to go again, chat, but everyone have a lovely stream. See you later. See you later, Ryder. Oh, I'm plushie size now. I'm travel size. You can take me with you. Ah.
Pat, pat, pat.
Think of it, head pats. Alright, we'll do 3.0 today. That seems to be the consensus. You would love nothing more, believe you. Yeah, someone made me marketable. Travel size chart, yeah. You can just scoop me up. It's free. Eh? You can scoop up a dragon. Eh? You give me the hearts. Right. Okay, I'm really appreciating the adjustments you made to the heart thrower copy.
Right.
It's a lot less spammy and overwhelming. I did tweak the values a bit, yeah. Well, I did for today, just to try it out. Let's see, I did... this. I just touched them a little bit just to play with them. I don't understand all of these. I'm not gonna lie. But, yeah. Very nice. Alright, let's do... Hi, Connie. Switch over here. And we gotta find... Char... Char 3.0. Here we go. Thank you, yeah. I wouldn't have been able to fix things as easily without copy guiding me. It's honestly a bit confusing since the combo thing is hidden. Maybe I'll add a label to the settings so you can make a bit more sense of it more easily. That would make sense. The elites don't want you to know this, but sharp fleshies in the park are free. You can just take them home. You have 458 sharp fleshies, and you have not paid a penny for them. Sometimes you give away cute dragons to your family and friends as presents. Oh my goodness. Who knew this was possible? Alright. We still got a lot to do here. My goodness. Haven't finished the wings yet. Nothing's really textured yet. Haven't done the scales or the undertail. What do we want to work on today? Maybe some face texture? Great day to put boba on the shirt. Fair point. Like, the combo goes up by 1 for each thrown heart. But you notice it is better if it does a smooth interpolation of, or to 0. Meaning if it's higher, it'll go down faster. Yeah. Undertale music. Chat, don't tell anyone. I've never actually played Undertale myself. I've just watched people do it. Which I guess is valid. Makeup would be really nice too. Yeah, I want the face to become real. So let's work on that first. Because it looks kind of scary, just blank like this. Okay, that's the skin scales. Let's go back to skin layers. Okay, this is where I did all the shading and blush and stuff. Mostly the shading. Add Undertale to the eventual games list. You know, that could work. I've never been able to get through it on my own, but if chat held me accountable, maybe I would get through it. You streamed Undertale and it was pretty fun to do the characters' voices, but you never got into Deltarune. Cool stuff though. That's a thing. I'm not really one for doing voices. So I might be kind of boring to watch, honestly, but eh. Desire Papyrus. You played Undertale yourself, you haven't been watching a streamer play Deltarune, and you absolutely adore both games. Hey, what's up? I'm Sans. Sans Undertale. It's a good stream game. Also, because it's so short, you probably have it done in 2 or 3 streams. Heck yeah. Wah. Thank you for the head pats. What? Sans. I have snorted a suitcase full of coke and I'm starting to feel the effects. I went to see Sand Undertale, Sans Pants. Wait, what? Is that a bone in your trousers or are you just happy to see me? Oh my goodness. Sans Undertale, heck typo. Sand Undertale, my favorite character. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating and it gets everywhere. You're not to be held responsible for any unhinged comments made during the period of slime sickness. Please contact your doctor if you have any questions. That's such a mood. Oh, Matchy, hi. Oh, come on in. We were extensively molded by Undertale and its fan content. Thankfully, our internet shyness shielded us from that hell when you're fandom proper. Yeah. Silver lining, huh? Hey, hey. How you doing? Can we... Yeah, I gotta fix that. Mm. Doing good, comfy in a comfy clinic home bed. Watching a hecking lovely friend do her work. Right. Wonder who that is. Me going wonder who that is reminds me of Elsie from last night when her friend came in and just like, I'm watching Peak right now, and it's like, oh, wonder who that is. Who are you watching? What are you watching? It's like you. It's you. Wonder who that is. Share your door. Right. We love 10 Skirlies. You didn't want to assume. Yeah. Same. I'm not assuming any of you are here for me. You know, it's probably just you're trying to learn Blender and like you had to put up with me because no one else is streaming it right now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yeah. Right. I deserve that. Also, hi Bunny. How you doing? Yeah. Why is that was on the wrong layer, wasn't it? It was. I don't get why this thing so easily switches over. Well, we can fix this. Let's just go ahead and export these. Yeah. Thank you for all the hearts. Hi, Vix. Sharpers and 4 win. Oh my goodness. We're not even done with 3. Oh, really? I can't swim either, Magi. That's just because I never learned, though. What? How's... you're doing well? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Bunny. Thanks for asking. My voice is cute. What do you mean? It's just a normal voice. Rawr. You want to teach me swimming? I've had a lot of people tell me that. Alas, there's never an opportunity. Why are there 2, like, skin layers? What? I don't know what that's about. My voice is very cute. Ah. Hi, Z. How you doing? I can't deny it. Well, I'm not gonna deny it because, you know, I'm practicing positivity and not doing that sort of thing. Whoa, blend file corruption be upon me. No, I don't need that right now. I'd prefer it if no, maybe. Okay, we gotta go over here for a second. Because I did the wrong layer somehow. So we're gonna... I'm gonna take this out. Then we go and dump this one in. There we go. That's on the right one now. Because we'll beat you up, yeah. Like a dog, you hate swimming, but put you in front of a pool and you go in water and jump in. I do like being in water, just don't take me too deep, please. I may panic a little bit. Jail? Goodness. You ever want to try teaching me? You have your work cut out for you. Nearly drowned the last handful of times as a kid. Oh no! I at least don't have that kind of bad experience. Although I did have an uncle that tried to drown my brother. That wasn't me though, so I think I'm okay. Better watch out. There could be sharks in the water. Oh my goodness. I've never been in the ocean. So I've never encountered a shark except online. Hi, Loom Kitty. Wait, hang on, what? I can tell what the delay for chat is, because that took a second. Yeah, I had a really shitty uncle. Uncle-in-law. Not, not an actual uncle anymore. And we were all playing in a pool, and this guy thought it would be funny to hold my brother underneath the water by, like, getting one of those, like, floaty things and putting it above him and then getting on top of it and not giving him, like, an exit for escape. Of course, he eventually did, like, get out, but yeah, he thought that was his kind of humor. Really shitty. I dropped that experience so casually, yeah. The evil uncle, that explains, yeah. Yeah. You lost your childhood beach toys to a thief. Someone stole them and then, oh, that sucks. Attempted murder, what a joke, right? Okay, have a good lurk, Clay. Aw, you almost drowned once. I'm sorry, Ma. It really sucks. Please don't drown. Okay. Now with the correct layer selected, let's, eh. You almost drowned as a kid, became a lifeguard about it. And, it's not fun. Yeah, I do have a fear of it. It's not good. They force you to learn swim in Florida. It's a survival skill here. That makes sense. I, did not grow up near water. Well, except for the Great Lakes, that general Midwest area. And yeah, it just never really came up. Never really learned to swim. I can technically do it a little bit. I've practiced in a pool a little bit and kind of figured it out. You just noticed the VIP status? Yeah, I felt you deserved one. If Char was any cuter, she'd create a singularity of cuteness. What does this mean? I'm not even that cute. The heck? Okay. Back to what we were doing. This time on the correct layer, hopefully. If it'll stop switching it randomly. Ah. No, don't. Why are you on that layer? I asked you not to be. I don't understand why this plugin does this. Is it undo? Is undoing doing that? I don't technically need to do a separate layer for the shading, but I just want to give myself options. You know? What? Yeah, every time I undo, it switches the layer. Brilliant. That's just what I needed. Let's just go back to one layer. I don't even care anymore. Oh my god. Yeah, at this rate, I'm just gonna merge the shading into the skin and we'll just have that be one thing. You've only been here for like 2+ weeks. Is it really only? Yeah, it's been a little over 2. I don't know. You've had a big impact. Sure, you have an entire horde of trans girlies that follow you. You think you'd be pretty cute to achieve that? I suppose, yeah. Right. You're freaking adorable. Yeah, you're welcome, Dimu. I meant to give you one way earlier, because I like to give my clients VIP. When I remember. You know, I should just make it a point redeem, because I often do forget that VIP exists, and I still have, like, a bunch to give out. Hold on, let me... How expensive should that be? If I do one? Like 100,000 points? How many VIPs do I have left? Let me check. Let's see. I have... Oh, come on. I know there's a way to see that. Do I have to select someone and pretend like I'm adding it? Okay, yeah. I have, like, 15 left. 17, technically. How you like using Snack Studio versus Vinion? Pretty good. It's, works great on Linux, and I also love the tracking. Very smooth and easy to use. I also like the customability. Time to stop redeeming things, yeah. You can save for VIP. You think 50 or 50,000 K? That's a lot. Is that like 500,000? I don't even know how to read that. It's like 500 million. I'm not using XR Animator anymore. I have outgrown that. It's just a little too annoying to use. Yeah, no, this is the built-in Snack Studio tracking. It's really good. Your brain glitched. Yeah, it would be. Yeah. So media pipe directly, good to know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let me just casually and haphazardly add in this channel point. So VIP status. I'm gonna assume some of you have a lot. So I don't even know what to. Someone tell me how much someone who has a lot of channel points, tell me how much you have. Okay, a new copy would have a lot. Okay. Yeah, copy and LZ and Moth I think are a good benchmark, and Coney. Okay, I'm gonna make it 100k. 100k seems good and reasonable. I'm very ADHD today. Bet. Thank you for the tea sap. Okay. Okay, and that would do this. Yeah, okay, that would work. Okay, there's a new channel point redeem. You can just spend that and get some VIP if you want. Hi, Jova. You jokingly said you wonder if you could pass off as a kobold to a group, and now they're sending you kobold memes. Good. The koboldification has begun. Wow, I'm VIP. Yes. Okay, I should probably get back to working, huh? You all distract me a lot, I've noticed. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna take the skin texture. I'm gonna combine that with the shading layer. Excuse me. Okay, then we're gonna go over here. Remove that. And then the skin. Reload. There we go. And we just have the skin and the scales. Thank you. Wonder if we could clicker train Char to to distract her even more. No, you can't do that. I put away my I put away my clicker. I was about to say, I'm the one that clicker trains you, chat. But I think I already packed away the clicker somewhere. Damn. Hey. I'm cute enough to be clicker trained? Is that so? Yeah? Okay, I do want to figure out the lips. The UVs here aren't great, but wait, why is that lighter colored? Oh, because I have a race on. Cricket, thank you. Thank you for the gift sub. Who'd that go to? It didn't even say. I guess it's at least not here. There's some things Firebot just does not display for me, which is kind of bleh. Ah. Whom's lips did you want to figure out? Were you hoping I would say yours? Okay, let's I think it would be easier to like draw directly on here. I think that's what I normally do. Z cute. Oh, I'm plushy now. Hi. No comment on stream at least. That says loads on its own. Thank you. How many dragons are in Char's polycule now? You lost count? You think there's like 5? Only 3 come to mind. You're gonna jail yourself preemptively? Oh my goodness.
Compliment.
What is the best way for me to do this? I kind of like think maybe not doing this in Blender would be the best move. You have too many points again and you want a compliment? Z, I think you are really cute, first of all. And, I appreciate the way you've, like... This is gonna sound like a jab, but the way you just, like, kind of wormed your way into friendship just by being persistent, I actually like that, and I appreciate it. We're just, like, we're familiar with each other now because you showed up. And I've showed up to your streams now, and they're really comfy. It's kind of a hard thing to do and maintain, but you're good at it. Um, Look, if you're trying to start commission service for references for artist friends, there's an excuse for you to send you pictures of your life. You're good at networking with others because you don't leave them alone. True. Okay, it is break time, actually. So I'm gonna get up and, stretch and stuff, especially since my back kind of hurts. Welcome in everyone who just came in. I'll be back in like a few minutes, and then we'll, go back over here and do some texture painting. You're bad at networking because you're scared of annoying people. Aww, but you're cool though. You should just chat to people like you are here. Alright, talk to y'all in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Hi. How y'all doing? Yeah. You hit the quota. Yeah, you all went kind of crazy there with that, didn't you? I didn't know my chat likes to roar so much. My goodness. When roar. Eh. Thank you for the hearts. Okay. Roar. We gotta figure out how we're making the lips. Roar. You gotta impress the cute dragon with Rar. I do find Rars very attractive as a dragon. This is true. What is the cooldown on the Rar counter counting? Because it obviously doesn't count every single one of them. That's a good question. Let's see. Oh, heapy. Where is the Rar command? Oh, it looks like the cooldown is 2 seconds. I'll probably make that 1 second. Because you all like to spam it anyway. Not sure if you can help, but someone made a 3D furry model for you in Maya and something is causing the model to look like it's scaled fine in Binyan, but the colliders are massive, even at the smallest setting, and you're not sure what to have them fix, but it doesn't appear to be fixable in Unity. The colliders are scaled differently? I mean, the colliders should be under the VRM format, which should be adjustable in Unity. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. Does Maya have like? Wait, what format are you using? Because if it's a VRM model, I don't know anything about Maya. First of all, some theories are that the mesh versus skeleton is scaled wrong. How did you get it into Binyan? Did you export it from Maya into Unity and then VRM or such? Or did... I don't know. I'm not sure what the process or the pipeline is here. You blame Maya? I do too. Obviously everyone should use Blender, but still. If you're like me, wait at least a year in total, filling out a ton of paperwork, attending appointments, applying to get your lips made professionally by a plastic surgeon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's one way to make lips. Hey Ashley, how you doing? So it's originally a VR chat avatar, so it's got an FBX and a bunch of other assets and VR chat related stuff. I see. I don't know, it all sounds kind of outside of my range of understanding, to be honest. How far down do I want this to... From here to here? I think is the idea. And then the upper lip. Probably just up this way. I don't think well, the way this is unwrapped, it's probably up to here. How big are my wings when expanded? Plushie is a fixed size. If you turn me into the, oh wait, I can't show that off in, Snake Studio. I should really get my, variable wing size set up again. They're decently big. That's pretty good advice right there, yeah. With the scaling with the camera and everything. Dragon Wings at Clip. Dragonoboost. Yeah. It's all for the sake of VTubing without obscuring the screen. The VSF avatar format. See, that now I definitely can't help because I've never worked in that. Oh, I guess that does go up higher than I thought it would, so it does need to stop down here. It's gonna look silly for a bit while I like plot out where it should go. Yeah, LZ could help you. You should definitely poke her. That's too far down as well. We'll get this. A little bit of trial and error. Guess I could have painted it in Blender first and then figured out where it goes, but you know. What's that? Ow, thank you for the brick. Feel icky walking around in Florida heat? Yeah, that sounds terrible. Currently feeling the pain of getting your avatar into VRM only because used a different armature in Blender, so Blender VRM add-on hates it. Ah. Mm-hmm. Hi, Lunk. Welcome on in. What part of this is not with the rest of the face? Oh. Wait, how did I see, the seam is there. So this part is... I guess we could just color this part differently and it would be fine. We need to color the inside of the mouth, which should be... Why is that not symmetrical? What happened? You're symmetrical on the model, aren't you? Yeah. Probably just because of the modifiers being weird. VRM wants you to have a precise set of buns. Also learned that even though the VRM standard says fingers are optional, if you don't have finger bones, VNyan gets mad. Oh, yeah. I think LZ ran into something about that with the plushies. If I remember correctly. So gotta do a good old Unity to VRM way, which is kind of painful. Yeah, something like that. You tried a couple things in Unity before, it didn't fix things. Why is that not symmetrical? You swear Blender just does what you're not looking sometimes. Yeah. Mm-mm. I love all the tech support happening in my chat, genuinely. You're also supportive and nice.
Compliment.
Vix. I still don't know a lot about you, but I think you're pretty cool every time you come by. I'd like to get to know more about you. I should probably... Do I even follow you places? I don't know. Where are you? Are you on, like, Blue Sky and stuff? I don't know. But anyway, it's hard to give a compliment on, before I know too much about you. But I like your vibe. You don't even have a Blue Sky anymore? Aw, that's fair. No Twitter either. I haven't thought about Twitter in, like, years at this point. So that's valid. But yeah, you're pretty neat. Hi, Nalin. How you doing? Welcome on in. I really don't like how twisted this is. I know it's because it needs to overlap there, but... Anyway. Now we can select the inside part and get it textured the right color. Which do I even know? I don't think I have. I gotta decide the inside color for myself. Yeah, get him. Now cute, now cool. You must go on an adventure to get Panda Express for your lunch break. Have a good Panda Express adventure. Chat, did you know I'm bad at picking colors, actually? This is not really something I've ever been very good at. This is why I require reference. Right. Generally speaking. Yeah, there's too many colors. Hi, Tier. How you doing? You've been sucked into my incredibly cute dragon girl and her adorable spirit noodle. Aww. Maggie, you're adorable. I'm incredibly colorful. Rawr. That's gay. And really sweet. Okay, I think the thing for my brain to like this better is just going to be moving that in a little bit. So it lines up better. Ideally. Also blur the edge so it's not so sharp, which I think would help. I think the main thing is, I don't know. Let's experiment with blurring. I mean, at least that makes a nice sharp line to define the mouth, which I did have issues with in previous models, like Copy's model. So maybe this isn't such a bad thing. Yeah, and blending it's gonna look weird, at least from here. We'll just leave it as is for now. We'll fix it more as we go along. We need to finish making the lips look like actual lips. We're all gay and sweet, right? As you should be. Arf, 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 woo! Colors always confuse you because it's hard to untangle, like, the color a thing should be in natural lighting versus the color you imagine because of some whatever lighting scenario. At least with model making, there's one neutral color that you're always building it for, and then the lighting is done elsewhere in the engine. That I'm thankful for. If I was a 2D artist, I'd be very confused by that. Color is just radiation, true. Impedible moth spotted. Moth. Alright, let's go back over here. And work off the reference a bit more. Oh, I could just make the inside of the mouth the color of the outline here. It's one thing I haven't considered. But I do want to outline the mouth a little bit. And I'm also thinking about outlining the lip a little bit. Would that work at all? We could try it. I don't know if that would work, though. Usually hand-painted outlines gotta be on some type of edge of a thing. In my experience. Should really use vector lines for this at least. Because otherwise, it's really hard to get it to look right. And then there's the color theory bastard color that is brown. Yeah. Dark orange, my favorite. You'd be able to tell how warm things are at a glance. Flowers and birds and the extra color, that's the main thing. The eyes are look optimized for the colorful. Yeah. You've finally been able to take your ADHD meds today. I wish that were me. I wish I had. I wish I had meds on days like today. Like sometimes I like the chaos on my brain, genuinely, but other times I'm like, I really should maybe look into trying some stuff. You give me the head pats. Oh, you forgot your meds. Rip. I swear we've already listened to this. Miku, where are you? You're my only varied playlist. There we go. Let's take meds together. Yeah. Alright, we're trying that. Let's see how that goes. Oh. I immediately lost the inside color of the thing because I forgot to export that. That's okay. We still have the color right here. Kind of like that. A little bit, I guess. Then we gotta define the rest of the mouth. Needs to not just be the lip area. That's a good reminder. Everybody take your meds. Med check. If you haven't already. What else can we do here? Oh, I keep switching windows and forgetting to switch it over here. I don't think that outline at the bottom is quite working. If you cut off dragon's horns, do they grow back? I don't want to find out. I keep my horns pristine and as long as possible. You keep an alarm for your meds because you would forget otherwise. I mean... But alarms have a problem, right? Once you've had them at the same time of day with the same alarm tone for so long, your brain turns off the alarm automatically while forgetting to register what it's there for. So you have to change the alarm tone every few months, and you have to even adjust what time it goes off and maybe how frequently. It's a nightmare. Yeah, you just automatically dismiss the alarms and you don't even realize you're doing it. It's crazy. Okay. Getting somewhere with this. Starting to be okay with that shape. I feel like the bottom lip is still a little too big. I think that's part of the problem. Maybe. It's not white enough? I don't know. Lips are hard. Lips are really hard to get right. Human brains are such a pain, yeah, especially if you have ADHD. I know you meant automatically, but atomically makes me imagine nuking the alarms and fair. Did I say atomically? I mean, we get Yuri, so that's fun, but like other stuff is annoying at times. Helps you that your brain is like, these are my girl pills. I need to take them to. Oh yeah, I don't have problems with my girl pills. Usually, it's usually other stuff. But yeah, mood, regardless. I guess I have problems with them in the morning, cause I'm still out of it in the morning. So I could very much just like lose focus and not take them. Why did half of that disappear? Alright, because it went over the bounds. Okay, I don't know. It's progress for today, at least. I guess another thing I could do is just, make them less bright, less distinct. Then I start to lose the contrast and stuff. And I don't know. Well, I'm happy with that for now. We can circle back to it. Strictly forbid yourselves for turning off alarms until the thing is done. You must left to be ringing. I attempted to build that habit for myself. It works some of the time, at least if I'm conscious of the alarm going off. Hi, Kat. Welcome on in. Thanks for the check-in. My roommate has an alarm app that makes them do sketches or puzzles to be able to turn it off. I've heard about those. Those sound annoying as heck, though. Yeah, it's looking alright. Cute lips. Kissable. Ah! Why do dragons keep kobolds anyway, out of curiosity? Um, I think, at least in my experience, we're just humoring the kobolds because for some reason they worship us. But you know, some may find them annoying. I don't know. Hi, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, Kat. I'm doing pretty good, I think. A little ADHD today, but we're working on painting my face. And we're getting somewhere with it? Question mark? Why can I see through there? Oh, is that not symmetrical now? Did I go and fix that on one side and not have it mirrored? Of course I did. Oops. Snap to symmetry. There we go. Okay, with the mirror on, we're going to move this forward. This back, maybe. Bah, that's not even... Okay, we good? Problem with that is you end up just dealing with the alarm being on. That's an impressive amount of, I don't want to deal with this. Kobolds are compelled to be around dragons. Being annoying is the purpose of those alarms, yeah. But you're not a kobold and you worship me? Right. You're cute, Lulu. What about little doggy versions of kobolds? I could see it. A little kobold waiting for treats, maybe on a leash. That'd be cute. Okay, yeah, the lips are looking better the more I'm, like, getting used to them being there. Yes, good kobold on a leash, go for walkies, yeah. Oh. I'm gonna use the layer for scales as for the makeup as well. So let's get some green. Currently thinking about the kobolds from Delicious in Dungeon. What's that? Oh, is that one anime where they go inside a dungeon to cook things? Bolts. You're a puppy girl. People say you have kobold traits. You think you would fit this role? Yeah, I could see it. Dungeon Meshi. Yeah, that's the name. That's the version of the name I recognize. I need to see that. Looks good. Eye makeup. Excuse me. What if we watched it after It's Poison? Yeah, we could do that. I'd love that. It's got one of the best characters that you clearly autistic you've seen in anime. Ooh, nice. Love that anime. Lots of neurodivergent and lesbian coding in there. Good. That means I'll like it. Beat you to it, Lulu. What if the three of us watched it, though? Lulu and Moth? That'd be cute. Yeah? Alright, I can get behind it. Sounds like a good time. I can't believe we've spent this whole stream so far just texture painting the face. And we're not even like halfway done with it. I still gotta do the freckles and like the blush and... My goodness. On the wrong layer again. Cereza, hi. You'd like that? Okay. We'll watch it together. It's call time now. Okay, Vix, thanks for hanging out. You're cool. Thank you for the tea sip. Hi, Entropy. How's Cereza doing today? Okay, let's get these freckles in here. I need to see that. Might be another one to just go to the other window, but... You're okay, comfy, feeling like an extreme potato? Mood. Yeah, potatoes are cute at least. This might actually be way easier to do in GIMP. So we might need to go over there, because I don't want them to all be round. I don't know how to make, like, not round brushes in Blender. Also, I need, like, variable thing. Hold on. I'm gonna just remove that. Let's go back over here. We'll figure it out over here. Okay, so I need a new layer group. Freckles. And I need the color I picked for this. She makes the fries. Put you in the oven and for a baked potato. That'll TF you. Oh my goodness. You're all silly. Okay. Let me make a little quick, like, freckle-like shape, I guess. Like that. And then I'm gonna copy. We're gonna go over here, grab this. It has the weird, like, it'll be fine. Okay. Then we apply jitter. And then the dynamics. We're gonna do size random, opacity random, angle random. There we go. We gotta space them out more. And then we just paint like this. Easy. Keep going until we get I'm probably gonna want to like make sure I like individually place a few of them to like get it to look just right, but it's break time again already. It's already looking pretty cute though. Let's try exporting that. Okay, back over here. Grab the skin texture, reload it. I lost the inside mouth again. I can't unload that. Ah! I keep doing that. I keep forgetting to export that. You know what? I'll fix that first thing when we come back from break. But there I am with the freckles. What do you think, chat? Maybe they should be a little more visible? Perhaps slightly bigger? I think that looks pretty good though. Yeah. Bigger, yeah? Okay, we'll try bigger. But I need to get up, get more tea and such. I will be back soon. Stick around. Okay, I'm back. Hi, everyone. Okay, I just want to repaint these freckles a little bit. They could afford to be a little bigger. Or at least have bigger ones. Like that. When the size is random, it's kind of hard to get the actual larger ones to appear. If I had a tablet, I would link it to pressure, but I don't. There, that's okay, I think. Yeah, right. Hi, Orchid. Welcome back, virtually charming cutie. Rawr! What the heck, Maggie? You're way too sweet and cute. You know that? Oh, right. We were gonna fix the, inside of the mouth issue. Just gonna pick this color. I'm gonna go down here. This whole area. Just gonna be the red area for that part. What? I don't know what that was about. Sure, so goofy. Even offered to get her a tablet, but she's like, I'm not sure I'd use it. I wouldn't. I was just saying because I don't have one, I can't use that feature. But do you think if I had one, I would go through the effort of setting that up? No. Probably not. I didn't last time. Anyway. Alright, Freckles looking pretty good. Let's export that. What if it was also another monitor, though? I have seen those. Those do seem pretty cool. There, a few bigger freckles, I feel like, makes it better. We should do blush now. Back from your walk? How was your walk? Hope it was a good one. Let's get ourselves some of that color. Oops. I'll paint in the cheeks. Maybe a little bit here too. Should probably mirror it so that it's even. Even though you'll hardly notice. No, yeah. A little bit of that. There we go. Just a little bit of pink in the cheek area. That helps a lot. Although I would... Hold on. A little bit more in. Here. Was good. Glad you brought an umbrella, even though it was sunny at the start and the end. The downpour in the middle. Oh my goodness. This is a pink up, hands in the air, so Mabel can get full coverage. Hi, Elfie. How you doing? Doing okay? I'm doing pretty good. We're just over here texturing my face, trying to get it to look decent. Still looks relatively flat, but I also gotta remember that there's no shadows yet. I'd say that's a good amount of progress, though, compared to being one solid color at the start. I give it a T-step. We're getting there slowly, chat. Little by little. I think I need a break from the face, though. That's enough for now. Your face looks complete. Well, the chest is unrelated. You're the one bringing that up. Okay, I also need, since we're doing freckles, I also need them on the shoulders. Right. Because that's an important area for freckles. So that would be here and here, and oh gosh, it's in 3 separate spots. I mean, it's freckles, so it's fine. Probably figure that out. Shoulder freckles. You know what's a fun activity for girls? Is trying to kiss every freckle. On the face and the shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just saying. That's an activity that girls can enjoy. I gotta get the body UV layout. Yeah, you like that activity? You're absolutely right to say it. You don't know if you should be honest about your thought here. Well, Maggie, you know that just makes me really curious. Where'd my folder go? There we go. Okay, I need the color from earlier. I think it was this one. And we go back here, turn on this stuff again, and then well, something like that anyway. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Unsure how big these should be. I guess we're gonna have to experiment. Well, you know what? My IRL freckles go all the way down my arm. I guess, we could do that. I mean, they're gonna be covered up by the scales eventually anyway, but we'll just start with that. Yeah. That's a big if, Sharplies. What? What'd I do? Oh, these are gonna be mirrored. That's a little unfortunate, actually. On the arms, it doesn't matter so much, but you're kind of gonna notice a little bit. I'm gonna kill half the chat. What, talking about my freckles? Come on, chat's not that gay. It's fine. Okay, I might have to rethink the way I apply the body freckles, because the mirror might be a little too noticeable. But let's see here. Oh, they're stretched. Yeah, that's gonna be too noticeable. Also, that wraps around the arm too much. They need to stay more on top. Okay, smaller, more localized area along the top. And then hope they don't stretch, I guess. I might need to redo the body UVs again, just to get this right. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna delete these. We're gonna go smaller. You might be that gay, but you have a high health / constitution / endurance / stamina state. stat words. Okay, that's much better. I think I can live with that being mirrored for now. I don't know. What do you think, chat? What do I do about? You know what I could do? I could do a little cheat here. If I go and when I end up applying the mirror modifier, once that's applied, I could go and select this side and get like literally just that island. If it will let me. Yeah. And then I could literally just flip it around. And, oh, it's not gonna... The center is off. Interesting. Well, you get the idea. Well, instead of the median point, I would do bounding box. There we go. There we go. Then it's flipped on either side of the arm, so yeah. Okay. So I don't really need to redo the UVs. I can just kind of like flip the arms UVs around and it'll be fine. But that'll come later when I actually apply the mirror modifier. Once I'm certain that it's the body is the way I want it. But that will work. Okay, I gotta put that back for now. Alright. It's okay, you make up for it with willpower. You're getting the only stat is luck. Short cute? Wow. Okay, I do want, since I am going to be flipping that around, I do want like a few bigger freckles here. Oops. Even though it might stretch. Okay. Alright, that works for me, I think. It's pretty good. And I don't really have freckles anywhere else, so we're good there. Wonderfully cute, rawr. No, you. Alright, anything else we're working on today? We live sure. Ah! That hashtag flusters me more than I'm willing to let on. I'm gonna do something that's gonna be relatively easy, and we'll get the underside of the tail. This seems reasonable. Hashtag flusters shark heart. Right. Stop being so cute. Hashtag LZCute. Or LZQD, yeah. See? That's the one we should be. Do I just want a different material for the underbelly? Probably, right? Because I'm gonna tile it like I did last time. And I basically just need to make a very simple square little area for it. Yeah, we can do that. You're just being you, and that's what I love about you. You're out. What if you're both cute? Alright, this is probably true. Yeah, what Lulu said. When you're just you, there's so much to appreciate. Wait, I can do this one in Blender, I think. Maybe. Let's try it. Texture paint. Don't need the texture to be very big for this one. Being your real, honest self is brave. It's a show of trust, and on top of that, we get to know you as you prefer to present and be. Being true to yourself is something you always appreciate because it makes it easier to be yourself too. Yeah, that's exactly right. Lulu really gets it. That's beautiful, Lulu. Thank you for saying that. Now, I know a lot of people in chat need to hear that. Mm, there's so much warmth in your heart. It's beautiful. Hmm. Alright, let's fix that first. I want this to... fill up the area.
Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you for the head pats. And the T-step. Just gotta get the warmth in your heart out there. You recognize you reacted to that with a meme when you were being earnest, and that's maybe not the vibe, but in your defense, you're sleepy. It's okay. You're fine, Mom. There are plenty of unholy gods to be clear. I'm not even following that conversation anymore. Hi, Synth, how you doing? Just thinking about stereotypical RPG class archetypes. Yeah. The thing I barely understand. Also, I'm crashing my blender. I accidentally used the blur tool in the wrong way. No! Please survive, blender.
Pat, pat, pat.
Thank you for the head pats. It's doing a million calculations per second, I choose to believe. I can't even get my mouse outside the window, which is interesting. Save your work, I do frequently. Thankfully. Well. Oh, there it goes. Okay, that was awful. Let's not do that again. I just wanted to, like, blur that little bit. But I can do that later. Next step is we'll make a line. Go blur it on over here. Except it's not really wanting to behave. Save the image at least so I don't lose that. And then let's go ahead and make our line. Oh, right, that's broken. Okay, great. Blender, go burr. Yeah. Hi, Dolly. Welcome on in. Good to see you here. How are you doing today? Always interesting seeing the static shape of the tail sitting on its own, like as you work on it. The monitor shape will soon be all wiggly. Yeah, exactly. Just relaxing and co-working? Nice. Well, I see this is your first time here, so I need to add you to my auto shoutouts. And we do that with a manual shoutout. Everyone go check out Dolly. She's a pink otter on the internet. Really cool, fun, and chaotic. I always have a smile on my face when I go check out her streams. You're about to do that too. Like minds think alike. Okay, I'm gonna take this real quick, export it, and then just add a little bit of blur to it on the other window. Um. And while I'm here, I'll also make the normal map for it, which should be generic normal map. There we go. Well, you have a big smile right now, so there. Good. Get appreciated. That's what we're about here. Did that even... Oh, yeah, that did get blurred. Okay, and then normal map. Load that in. Yeah. You know, we're going for like a distinctly more cartoony vibe this time around, I think. Which is okay with me. Like, do you want to compare this to how my how the other one was? This is how I okay, it's misaligned, but look at this side of it. This is the old Undertale texture. Look at all how scratched up it is and stuff, and like, yeah. But now I'm like just like keeping things sharp and clean, going for like a different style this time around. Yeah, you can do normal maps in GIMP. It's just like a simple filter. This is what Lotion can do, truly. Yeah. I got my scale care routine up. Simple and clean is the way. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the little details on my model, like, but it just creates a very different feel, you know. Like, look at my scales. Look at how bumpy. It's kind of nice. And then the original tail. Tail. But I'm going for a softer, cuter look, so we're doing things a little differently this time around. Tail. Yeah, do you like the tail, LZ? Is it fun to look at? I like the top of it too. That should be appreciated as well. Her tail's very nice to look at. Right. Right. But yeah, we will be adding fun details like that, but at a later stage. I'm procrastinating actually making the scales. Because they're going to be annoying to, like, line up and overlay over the arms and stuff where I'm, like, doing this gradient now. I don't know. I'm gonna export that and merge it with the other skin file. Um, there we go. Scales. Eyeshadow. Scale color. There we go. Export that. Oops. Excited to see how they come out? Yeah, me too. Okay, now that that's all on one, we can get rid of this version of the material and go back over to this one. And just reload that. There we go. Now we can test things like the shadows and stuff. Oh gosh. What else? What else should we work on while we're here? Have I? Oh, I haven't done anything with the hair yet. It's not even converted to mesh yet. We can work on that a little bit. It'd be pretty neat to see the hair, like, with proper shading and texture. I'm going to adjust the detail on these. I don't think I need it quite that good. Maybe about here. It's the duality between making the tip of it nice and smooth and not having the rest of it so heavily detailed. I think that's the balance I was going for. I could always like remove some lines up here. Some edge loops. I guess I already went through these and adjusted their detail. So now all I need to do is commit them to mesh. I'm gonna duplicate this and leave that as a backup. And then we go ahead and right click, convert to mesh. And then we do my usual operations of merging the tips. And then we grab the edges and mark seams. There we go. We got to do that for the rest of it. Let's see what all we can join together. This looks mirrored, but it's not. I guess I had to do some minor adjustments. So that could have been joined to this. Convert to mesh. Okay, this one is mirrored. Well, for now anyway, I'm gonna wanna adjust the other side so that it doesn't look so symmetrical. Hi, Reki, how are you? Well, come on in.
Pet, pet, pet.
I want to do that right now or later. I don't know. Thank you for the head pats, Bird. Hmm. Yeah, I think it would be easier if we go ahead and delete that side of it. Convert that to mesh. Join it, and then mirror. And then, oh no. Something got messed up. It's okay, we can fix that. There we go. You loving how it's turning out so far? Yay. I think I'm gonna need another detail layer for the hair. They can't all be the same size. I need like thinner strands. Which maybe I should have started doing before I committed this to mesh. Oh well. We're operating on complete vibes right now. Just working on what we want to work on. The great thing about doing my own model is I don't have to call it finished. It can just be an iterative process for all of time. Just like my 2.0 was. I don't have like a client to satisfy at the end of the day. So, you know. We'll just make it as good as we want to make it until we revisit it later. Seductive girl. I'm a self-destructive girl. It's finished when it's finished at the model maker's discretion, yeah. Oh gosh. It's been 3 hours already, and I can feel my pain meds wearing off. 2.0 is getting iterated literally up to hours before 3.0 began. Exactly! You get it. Same was true of 1.0 as well. So this one's going to change a lot over its lifetime as well. It's just how we are. LZ gets it. She does the same thing. Alright, I think we're going to wrap up because I got to take care of my body. Chronic pain and all that, you know. I'm disabled. I gotta take things slow, unfortunately. But we made a lot of fun progress today. We painted up the face, added freckles, and started doing other fun details like under the tail, and we're breaking down the hair so that we can do the hair next time. So I'm prepping that so that we can paint the hair. That'll be really fun. Yeah, take your time taking care of your body and rest, yeah. Yeah. LC Wolf model of Theseus, yeah. Exactly. Oh, thank you for snoozing the ads. Whoever did that. Okay. Let's find somebody to raid. Who do we got up right now? Hmm. I have options. I have several options. I didn't even go to my raid screen. Hmm. Gosh, I don't know.